Hey guys, it's Gotham Royalty, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video today, not so Injustice 2 themed, and we're going to start doing some trailer breakdowns. So obviously recently we've had the Justice League trailer come out, and we were both really excited by it, so we wanted to, start off doing these sort of analysis and talks. So, overall, what did you think of the trailer?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. It sort of showed two different sides to the film, like very serious, but also that there was a more light-hearted element to some parts.
Yeah, a bit more
it's not
fun
gonna
tone.
be like just a very serious film. There will be.
Yeah, like the sort of when the trailer sort of starts off, it sort of has sort of the roster sort of turning up in a bit more of a serious tone, but as it gets more into the action and stuff, and the soundtrack kind of gets better and better, hypes up a bit.
Yeah.
It gets more kind of, taking itself less seriously, which I really appreciate. What did you think of the soundtrack?
At first, because I remember saying to you, actually, I wasn't that sure of it, because I actually had pictured this being a relatively serious film. And then when I heard the soundtrack getting quite sort of energetic, I guess I was thinking, that wasn't really what I was expecting. But actually, I think it's grown on me. The more I've seen it, I do feel like it's grown on me quite a lot. I'm quite happy with it being a sort of nice mix, because watching a very serious film, it can, I don't know, it's not always great. Sometimes you do need something to break up the serious tone.
Yeah.
And I feel like the soundtrack is really it's just really good for that sort of...
I mean, for example, films like Winter Soldier and Civil War both sort of handle very well sort of the idea of having this serious tone but nowhere to put humour and stuff. I feel like this film will handle that quite well, especially with a character like the Flash, who is quite a quippy character. So, yeah, I think, and it looks like that will be handled very well with Ezra Miller's performance.
Ezra Miller is one of my favourites.
Great casting, and all of these actors look really, really good. Aquaman looks great. So, do you want to just sort of go through each character, talk about what we saw, and sort of, maybe what characters we're most excited for, which characters we wish we'd seen more of, sort of different things. So, if we start off with maybe Wonder Woman, probably out of all of them, our least favourite, would you say?
Yeah, I'd probably agree.
Yeah, sort of. I like the character, perfectly fine. And I think Gal Gadot does a perfectly good job. I don't know, I just feel like out of all these characters, her power set is almost kind of generic, and in this universe, it's probably Aquaman has the same powers, but I don't know, I find him a bit more exciting. But I mean, she's still like the character, just out of all of them, not as excited about her.
You didn't see that much combat with her either, did you? She sort of tripped someone up, didn't she?
Yeah, and it was also weird because you saw everyone fight like parademons or sort of have a big sort of CGI sort of fight, and then she did have that sort of land bit where she got in front of Aquaman and Cyborg and sort of, said, shall we, and obviously there was going to be a big fight there. But yeah, we haven't really seen
much of her.
Yeah, we saw her just fight some normal people, but nothing particularly
special. I feel like her character, fighting wise, has a lot of potential to be a really good fighter.
Maybe they were holding her back a bit. I think maybe they were holding her back a bit because we're getting the film coming out.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself.
Yeah. Moving on, do you want to talk about Cyborg?
Yeah.
Looks cool. Looks pretty. If we've both seen the Justice League War animation, and I think his origin's going to be incredibly similar to that, because we saw him playing football. We know his dad's in this. We actually saw a clip of his dad, which I think is probably before what we saw in Batman v Superman. I think that's the mother box that created Cyborg that he has to say, and the parademons are there. Or maybe it's the second mother box that he gets hold of. So Cyborg looks quite cool. I wish he looked a bit bulkier. In the comics, he's always kind of a powerhouse character.
Yeah.
Same in the Injustice games, always quite a sort of bulky, and then this he looks quite a bit kind of. He looks like a normal robot, just very kind of skinny.
I don't know. I'm not that I think he looks cool like that as well.
Yeah.
I think because, I mean, obviously he doesn't look like a normal person, but he kind of, at least he's not some massive machine.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean, I feel like for the film, I think it'll be.
When he went flying up, we saw he equipped that mask.
Yeah.
That is actually incredibly similar to some concept art that was leaked, or another company's concept of what could have been Cyborg's suit, and it had the same mask. So that was kind of cool to see. But yeah, Cyborg was really good. If we then, I think, move on to Aquaman.
Yeah.
Who yeah, I'm really excited for him. I think he's going to be my second favourite performance in this film. Considering, like, Batman, obviously Ben Affleck's Batman is amazing, but we've seen what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
So, for me, it's Aquaman, Jason Momoa, then Ezra Miller Flash. But Aquaman looks great. I'm really looking forward to him. A lot of people think, they're trying to take Aquaman too seriously, and he's not very Aquaman. But I mean, if you look at sort of 90s comics, and actually, the persona of the character, he is very much a kind of... He's... In Injustice, he's always been this sort of royalty, all regal. But I like the New 52 take where it's like he did grow up as a normal guy, and then he became that. So I feel like this film kind of looks like it's going to be playing on that. He's got like an American accent, and So he looks really good. Like, his powers look like they're going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing the sort of underwater stuff. We actually got a glimpse at Mira with what looked to be some Atlanteans. Mm-hmm. We saw a bit of underwater combat. So, yeah, I think he looks really good. What do you think of him?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of... he's not like the Aquaman that, I picture in my head when I think of him.
Yeah.
But I don't have a problem with them, like, having a different spin on things. And as you said, he's similar to different versions. Yeah. So it's fine for me, I mean, he's not, like, going to be my favourite character, but I'm interested to see what they do with him.
Yeah. If we move on to maybe talk about Batman before we talk about our top pick.
Yeah.
He looked great. There was, I really liked the bit where he gets into, I don't know what that is, that sort of machine.
Yeah.
Just as the soundtrack sort of starts picking up.
Yeah.
It seems to be some sort of mech or something. Quite cool to see, he's shooting down parademons, and when he stomps down, the music starts, which is really cool.
I don't know why. My favourite scene from the whole trailer was when Batman jumped down and his cape was out. You know what I'm talking about?
When he's dodging the lasers.
Yeah, that was my favourite
Yeah, that was really cool. And then he lands, throws a grenade at Parademon.
That was so cool.
No, that was really, really good. It was just after sort of you get back saying you're the Batman. Really good.
I just really liked that. That was my favourite clip.
And actually, that clip there was very much showing, and then the other DC, sort of Batman v Superman did this as well. The fact that the sets are, like, massively, like, CG composed.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that. I feel like it gives more of a surreal sort of fantasy comic book feel. I don't mind, like people are like, it doesn't look real. I don't mind. I like that it doesn't look real.
Real, are they?
No, but even so, even if they could get a practical sort of good look of what this is, at the same time, I like the surreal sort of.
Yeah, I agree.
It's obviously not quite. It isn't real, so give it a bit of sort of suspense of disbelief.
Agree.
Yeah. So finally, let's talk about the Flash.
Yeah.
So we haven't been getting much of Flash in Injustice 2, but they are not holding him back. We got a good 5 scenes of him sort of running about. I love the effect.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Really, really good.
Yeah, no, I really love it, and they're obviously very much trying to differentiate it from the TV show.
Yeah.
In the TV show, you sort of got the yellow lightning trailing behind him.
Yeah.
But in this, it's sort of there's lightning everywhere. It's sort of this burst of energy. And when we see a perspective of him running, he's sort of in the Speed Force, but still sort of not running through time. He's still running around, but it's all around him, and that's what you see. And yeah, it's a really nice effect. The blue lightning, I love. I think I prefer the blue lightning to the yellow one. It's a much nicer effect. And people were saying, why doesn't he have yellow lightning? It's not as comic accurate. But I mean, I've been reading some Flash Rebirth and Titans a bit, and that's Wally West, the new Wally West Flash. He's got blue lightning, and in the New 52, you see Barry Allen in the future. He's got blue lightning. It's perfectly within the lore, and he looks brilliant. I really like the costume. Kind of hoping to see a Speed Force costume at some point in the comics. He can now sort of form a costume from the Speed Force. But yeah, really, really cool. But yeah, this trailer was just really good. I loved the Flash. I like when he dodges. We saw a bit of it in the last trailer, but when he dodges the laser and then sort of dodges it again and then comes up behind the Parademon and hits him, really good.
I'm just really looking forward to Ezra Miller playing the Flash, because
he looks like he's really, really
as I mentioned, he's one of my favourite actors, and he's very good at being the sort of quippy, sort of jokey character, but he's also very good at portraying a character that's got a quite serious.
Well, you've watched Perks, and in that it's very much
he jokes, he makes jokes, he can be light-hearted, but he can take
sort of have
on
this dark
serious
side,
which is the Flash, really.
Sort of traumatic past, but sort of jokes about.
Still, he can be light-hearted, and I just think he's going to be absolutely amazing.
And I mean, speaking of traumatic past, we saw his dad sort of in the prison, which was quite good to see. Not sure who the actor is, but I've seen him in something. I think he's in a new Alien film.
Oh.
But yeah, I think from what I saw, that is going to be. I think his open is going to be he visits his dad in prison. He goes home. Bruce Wayne's there, and that carries on. One thing, a lot of people are saying, Barry Allen saying to Batman, "What's your superpowers?" And Batman says, "I'm rich."
What are your superpowers again?
I'm rich.
A lot of people were annoyed because they thought he was ripping off Tony Stark's.
Big man in a suit of armor. Take that away. What are you?
Genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist.
And then Steve Rogers, take that suit of armor away. What are you, genius, billionaire?
I feel like people
playboy,
read too much into these things. I think people should just appreciate it for Batman is a very rich man.
Yeah, someone I spoke to really didn't like that. But I thought it was fine. I thought it was great.
Funny. I thought that was him, you know?
I mean, like, Batman and Iron Man are very similar characters.
Yeah, I mean, people will read whatever they want to read into it. And they might just be making an excuse, perhaps, to dislike it in some cases.
But I mean, you know, I like all these films. And, you know, I'm not going to be some person with the DC Marvel war. I love them all. They're all great.
They're all good.
But honestly, for me, Justice League has been my favourite superhero property since I was little. And even if this film is bad, I'll just watch it for the spectacle. But I honestly think this might be the solid one.
I think this has a lot of potential to be a really good, like the DC film that people talk about.
And I said that about Batman v Superman, but at the same time, I was kind of like, don't start with the Versus movie. I always kind of had in my heart, like, maybe this isn't the way to go immediately.
I don't even think it was that bad.
No, I don't think it was that bad.
I actually enjoyed the film.
No, I enjoyed the film, but I mean, storyline-wise, that wasn't an amazing film. It wasn't awful. No, it was absolutely an enjoyable film. But I mean, like, I think this is going to be the one. This is going to be the saviour.
Yeah, this has so much potential because there's so many great characters, but they're not introducing as many as they had to in Suicide Squad, which was a problem.
Yeah.
Because they had so many new characters that they had to introduce.
And I know you're a bit of a fan of that film.
And I do love that film still.
I'm not
but I
fan.
understand that was. It may have been executed better if they introduced them in separate films.
Yeah,
no, I still like that film. I like DC. DC.
No, I like all of DC. You know, they all have their merits. I didn't particularly like Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I know you didn't.
But I don't know. I mean, I still like that. I like that film for the characters.
Yeah.
So I mean, well, I say for the characters. I liked Harley. I liked Captain Boomerang. I liked Amanda Waller. Those characters were dead on like the comics.
Why I like it as well, because I can acknowledge the plot wasn't an amazing plot.
The editing was a bit.
Yeah, but I still enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think it might just be because I like the characters, and the actors do a pretty good job at portraying the characters they have.
I mean, we're getting a bit off topic, but in that film, I don't like Deadshot because it just feels like Will Smith being Will Smith.
But of course, they were going.
Yeah, they were going to go that.
Will Smith,
and he never wears the mask because they have to show his face.
Smith, but...
Yeah, but moving back onto this trailer, looks really good. Really excited about it.
This is going to be the one.
Yeah, quickly, just to discuss it quickly, we didn't see any Superman. Thoughts?
I'm happy with that.
You fine?
I think Superman, when obviously people know Superman's going to be in this, but he's a bit like the sorry to compare them, but he's a bit like the Spider-Man in Civil War, sort of.
The fact that they showed him last minute, just a little glimpse.
He's kind of like the I don't want to say the secret character because everyone knows he's there, but he's not. You know, he's going to be the sort
but unlike
of
with Civil War, I feel like they might not show him. They might have learned their mistake from Batman v Superman with showing Doomsday.
Because everyone knows he's in this, so there's no need to.
Because with Spider-Man, it wasn't mainstream knowledge Spider-Man was going to be in that. So to get more people to want to see it, they showed Spider-Man. But with this, everyone knows Superman's going to be in it. If they show anything of him, I really wouldn't be surprised if it's literally like a quick, brief action scene.
Down or something.
I mean, I've mentioned this to you. I'm really hoping to see Superman and Batman, Superman and Flash, sorry, have a bit of a moment of super speed. But yeah, I think we're going to leave it at that. Really great trailer.
Really looking forward to it.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed, and we're going to try and do more trailer breakdowns. We've got a new Spider-Man one coming tomorrow, I believe. I didn't tell you about that. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Bye.